And Brokaw all.
So news is primarily what bureaucracies report. Right? If you can't base your news on some bureaucratic report, some piece of paper, you're swimming outside the normal news business and you're much more vulnerable to getting sued. Right? You can't normally get sued for reporting what a bureaucracy issues. So I was reading back in 2022 Paul Pringle's excellent book, Bad City, Peril and Power in the City of Angels. And he criticizes all these people who won't speak to him. But when I reached out to Paul Pringle twice, right, he didn't do anything. He sent my request on to his publicist, and that's where they died. So Paul Pringle is no different in this respect from the people he criticizes, right? Paul Pringle wants his subjects to speak to him, but Paul Pringle won't speak to me. Paul Pringle's book has stirred controversy, and there are no deep interviews with Paul Pringle following its publication to get his responses to the criticism. And I reached out to the major characters in this book. They also did not respond. But here are some key excerpts from this book on corruption in Los Angeles. There's a key line in the Pasadena police report that was not redacted, the one listing witnesses to the overdose. So this is the dean of the USC Medical School who was feeding methamphetamine to women, or one woman in particular, to keep her hooked and keep her as his sex slave. And this report issued the name of a single witness, and it was the dean of the USC Medical School, Carmen Julio Fito, and his relationship to the victim was described as friend. He was a 65-year-old white male. Finally, I now had an official record that placed the dean at the scene of the overdose. Right, and now the pressure on USC to tell the truth about the dean was about to become crushing. Right, and it's all because he finally had a piece of paper that confirmed what he already knew, but he couldn't publish what he already knew until he got some piece of paper from a bureaucracy.
Always felt that we were too quick to move out, that we went to stories that weren't that important. George Bush at that time was going to make a quick trip to Beijing on the weekend. Brokaw and Jennings said, no way. And we walked away with a big smile on our face.